Hi, I'm Mike Wyatt with Mann, Wyatt, Tanksley Injury Firm. The question for today is whether you need a truck accident lawyer after you've been involved in a semi-truck accident. Now, in one state alone that I practice in 4 states, but in Kansas alone, last year, the Kansas Department of Transportation reported that there were 3,375 semi-truck accidents. Of those accidents, 952 resulted in serious injuries and 74 resulted in death. Now, if you've been involved in one of these semi-truck accidents, you realize how devastating it can be on your health, on your family's life, on your well-being, on your finances. It's a really big deal. So what are the most common causes of semi-truck accidents? The first and probably the most common is distracted driving, just like it is with all motorists nowadays. Tractor-trailer drivers have access to social media, phones, all types of digital equipment that can keep them distracted, and we're finding that more and more that's the cause of crashes that leads to injury and death. Also, impaired driving. Many semi-tractor trailer drivers are impaired. They drive while impaired. It's a problem among many professional truck drivers, and it's something that we see on the road that causes crashes just like other types of motorists. The difference is these drivers are driving very heavy trucks with lots of weight that can cause significant injuries and damages and death. Another cause is driver fatigue. There are a certain number of hours under the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Act that requires that truck drivers drive within a certain period of time. They don't go over their hours during any one day so that they don't get tired and fatigued. The problem is many drivers ignore this, and they will falsify their logs or they will drive over their hours just for the sake of driving more so they can earn more money or get their load to the destination faster. Another common problem is speeding. Just like many normal motorists are in a hurry nowadays, professional truck drivers also want to get to where they are going faster. Now that's against the law, and again, the problem is it causes more devastating consequences when they have accidents causing injuries and death. A recent study done by the National Traffic Highway Safety Administration concluded that in 69% of the cases where there were injuries in a truck versus car crash, those injuries were on the side of the car, the people that were in the car. Again, because of the relative size of the vehicles and the types of injuries and damages that you see for the people in the vehicles. Common types of injuries include traumatic brain injury, concussions, brain bleeds, closed head injuries, all very serious injuries because of the forces involved in these crashes. We also see a lot of orthopedic injuries, joint damage, broken bones, crush injuries, ligament tears, all kinds of injuries that result from the sheer forces of the magnitude of the truck versus the crash. Under federal regulation, truck drivers and trucking companies are required to carry a commercial policy of insurance to ensure property damage and bodily injury. And the reason is, lawmakers have recognized for a long time that when semi-trucks are involved in crashes with passenger vehicles, they cause a significant amount of damage. We see policy limits for as little as $750,000, and that ranges to $1 million, $2 million, and on to cover the size of the operation and all the damages that could be caused by the truck wreck. So who can be held liable after a semi-truck crash? The driver can certainly be held liable, but they're not the only one. The trucking company that the truck driver works for or does work for on a contract basis. Also the shipper, potentially, depending on the facts in the case. The cargo loader can be held responsible. Also the maintenance company or the maintenance crew if there was some sort of faulty maintenance that led to the crash itself. Now, insurance companies insure truck drivers and truck driving companies as well as maintenance crews, shippers, and cargo loaders for crashes just like this. If this applies to you because you've been involved in a semi-truck crash, call us today. We have over 50 years of combined litigation experience representing clients and families of clients like you who've either been seriously injured or killed in trucking accident cases. Our firm can help preserve evidence, investigate the case, negotiate with insurance companies, and advocate for your interests. For more information, check out our blog at mannwyatt.com.